Oh? I didn't think I would see you here.
Are these two your friends?
Yes. We had the fortune of meeting not too long ago. They are quite a knowledgeable and talented pair, and a pleasure to be around. Traveler, we were just discussing the history of Rex Lapis. Would you like to listen?
This, good sir, seems not to appreciate the almighty power of the Lord of Geo. As a professional archaeologist, I'm inclined to correct some of his erroneous views. We are discussing the whereabouts of the first Mora.
The first Mora?
As everyone knows, the Lord of Geo taught the ancient people of Liyue the craft of smelting. Today, Liyue holds the sole right to cast Mora in the entire continent of Tivat. The world's very first Mora should...
According to my research, as well as my own hypothesis, I believe that this coin of unique historical significance... For example, perhaps the Qixing who control the Liyue use it in some kind of unknown ceremony they hold when...
No. My research indicates that the first Mora coin is not such a simple thing. Mora is a catalyst. This we all know. Even today, Mora is used in the mystic arts for its curious properties of weapon enhancement. The world's first Mora would no doubt possess the strongest power. That is, that the Lord of Geo used this original Mora as a catalyst to enhance...
A dagger and a sword?
Well, buy the book when it comes out to read the full story. For now, I will only reveal this. The one who finds the dagger shall become supreme in Liyue. And
I can't say I agree. Let us not speak of the authenticity of the dagger and sword first. But Mora and money came about simply because they are... Rex Lapis just meant for Mora to serve as a catalyst for people to exchange and trade. The world's first Mora is probably just an ordinary coin created by Rex Lapis.
I think that Mr. Hanshua's hypothesis seems reasonable.
No, I am not debating right or wrong. I am simply stating a fact.
Enough! Do you think you understand the Lord of Geo more than me?
I know but little about history, and I wouldn't dare to brag. But discussion is meaningless if everyone has the same opinion.
Well then, answer me this. Long ago, when Liyue Harbor was being constructed, the Lord of Geo taught the people how to build houses.
That is correct, indeed.
Okay, then tell me. Why would the Lord of Geo do something so extravagant if not...
There's a simple explanation, really. To the god of wealth and commerce, what material is easier to get than Mora?
Oh. Huh.
I mean, I am talking about Rex Lapis.
Excuse me, sir. I have some questions about archaeology. Can we find somewhere quiet to chat?
Oh, it's no problem at all. But may my friend accompany us? Perhaps they could be of...
Of course. They can come if that's what please. What I'm about to say is a bit disrespectful of the Lord of Geo and would draw... Your argument just now exhibited acuteness of speech and thought. Most importantly, you don't fall for the boasting. So I have a question for you. Perhaps you will answer differently from other scholars. Do you think that all the gods that the Geo Archon killed were evil?
Let's not analyze it in terms of good versus evil. Rex Lapis placed great importance on the integrity of contracts.
Right! The Lord of Geo wouldn't kill the innocent.
But when I was doing some research, I learned about the legend of the god of salt. The god of salt, Havria, was a very kind god. But she encountered Morax one day and back. Morax used a rather underhanded trick to...
What? No way!
This bit of history is a long story.
Don't worry, please tell me what you know. This event...
No, it's just...
Over here! Mr. Zhongli! I've been looking for you!
Put down your weapon and stay back! Otherwise...
First of all, I'm not holding a weapon. There's no need to overreact now. I'm simply an archaeological researcher from Snezhnaya. I'm not here for trouble.
The Fatui say that every time!
But this time, I registered with the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs. I could show you the official documentation. I will be conducting an archaeological survey here, the results of which will all... I heard that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor had a consultant named Zhongli, with immense knowledge of ancient history and archaeology.
So you mean to say that this is work for the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, yes? Well, since it's work, I don't have a choice. A consultant of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor must respect their duty.
Of course you would be such a reasonable man.
Wait, if you are studying archaeology, can I go too?
That will give us a chance to continue the topic we were just discussing. Oh, and you should tag along too. This experience may be of help to you on your future adventures. It is a story from before the rise of the Seven. Although the god of salt has already perished.
Wait. This is an archaeological expedition, not a tour group.
But this friend of mine has a treasure-finding talent, surpassed by no...
Oh? What talent?
If my friend espies a treasure chest...
Hey, Paimon's good at that too!
Well, that is quite enticing. Well, let's go. There's no time to waste. When the Overlord of the Vortex was crushed by the Jade Chamber recently, perhaps something of interest was washed ashore. An ancient artifact would be good. Traces of ancient activity would be great. But a piece of the god's limb would be even better. This place looks so ordinary. Can we really find anything
Huh? Paimon thinks it looks really...
I don't mean the scenery, but rather that there should be something out of the ordinary. A big battle did...
Guyan Stone Forest is actually the perfect place to be, if you wish to learn about the gods. Legend has it that Rex Lapis threw spears made of large rock into the sea here. After many years of wind erosion, those stone spears have turned into the unique rock formations we see now.
These mountains were the Lord of Geo's weapons?
What we see now is just the part of them that remains. The stone spears hurled by Rex Lapis all those years ago. But due to the different angles they landed at, their large centers of mass, erosion by seawater, and years of so besides wind erosion, the initial collapsing of the stone spears
Well, a god able to fight one so powerful as Rex Lapis was certainly very strong in it.
Indeed. This is where the value most of the objects from that time were...
So you're saying that if we look carefully, we'll be able to get rich with archaeological knowledge and... Well, since we brought so many people, I think it would be best to split...
Okay then. I will go with my friend here. Although I have a smattering of knowledge in various disciplines, when it comes to archaeology, I can't compete with the...
Huh? Me?
What's the matter? This is your profession. Why are you so surprised?
I get it. I'll escort him then.
Okay. If we find anything... The ancient god probably left behind lots of elemental marks. Following them should make our search much easier.
Well, go ahead then. Use your elemental sight to look for any marks. Steady as stone. Oz revealed.
Quietly now.
By royal decree, Shimmer!
I must leave him.
Things are about to get dicey. Busted.
You can't run!
Oz, reveal the...
You can't run!
Wings of darkness!
Game's up. Fun's over.
Punishment! You can't run!
Why are there enemies here?
Guyan Stone Forest is a place where a god was defeated, and its remnants still affect the area to this day.
Steady as stone.
By royal decree!
Gotcha.
Judgment! Shiver!
Oz, reveal!
Things are about to get dicey. Take it easy.
As you wish, me.
You can't run! By royal decree!
Busted.
They're gathering together here. But why?
See that object in the center? Perhaps it emits the remnant strength of the god. That would certainly attract them. But the hydromonic monsters... I have a contract, and must put my personal feelings aside. Go ahead. Defeat them, and recover the relic.
Judgment!
Oz, repeat!
It's just a stone slab, but its design is quite unique. This should be enough to garner some information. Let's head back.
Take it easy.
You call yourself a scholar of archaeology? You can't even recognize this or that!
We all have our areas of expertise. I already tried
Oh, stop arguing! What?
This girl just keeps bragging about how she's an archaeologist, but she doesn't even know anything. She left me to rely solely on guessing, experience, to find anything valuable to take.
I've just been researching the god of salt. And you. You kept asking about...
Isn't measuring their value in...
Now, calm down. No. Oh, what a shame. These objects were indeed washed ashore by the Overlord of the Vortex. The stone slab we found, however...
Quick, give it to me. At least we didn't come for nothing. The power of the gods, yes! Oh, but these other objects are certainly worth a little something, right?
So, it's only valuable for research?
Not at all. My quest will uncover the history of the god of... But you? You're just trying to use...
Nonsense! I'm a professional archaeology researcher from Snezhnaya.
Oh, by the way, you probably don't want to sell that teacup.
Oh? Why's that?
That's not an ancient teacup. It's part of Ningguang's collection. It must have fallen here along with the Jade Chamber.
Ah, I see. What a shame.
See? You do want to sell...
But, so what? Why? All right then. No need to...
By royal Shiver! You can't run! I must leave no stone unturned. Shadow Raven!
Game's up. Time's over.
I heard that Salterai was once the home of the god of Salt's people. Therefore, there's sure to be...
According to legend, the people of the god of Salt, Havria, enjoyed prosperous lives, but this legend has been around for ages, with the countless scrap collectors and treasure hoarders in the area.
Oh, good. That's just great. If I knew it...
About that, I know there's a ruin deep in this. However, the ruin entrance has been... I found a mechanism that's... So at the moment, the seal's origin... I don't know. There's... The god of salt was a benevolent... So, the one who wants to hide some truth is very possibly her kid.
This doesn't sound like something the Lord of Geo would do.
Who cares about all that? It sounds like countless...
You weren't listening at all, were...
But we have the illustrious...
This seal seems to be quite ancient.
I may know something.
What?
Over the years, I've heard various... Let's go take a look at the mechanism.
Okay, since Mr. Zhong... Here it is. There's some debris scattered here that, when put together, look like they definitely had to do with the god of salt. According to the inscription on the side, if one looks from a certain angle, the secret to the mechanism will be revealed. See that? Although we activated the mechanism, nothing happened to the seal.
That's because there's actually another mechanism that must be activated.
Another?
Let me lead the way from here.
This place seems familiar. Huh. When I investigated the seal last time, but when we lit up all the elemental...
That's because you don't just need to activate them at the same time. The secret to this puzzle is Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingse in the north. All desolate and devoid of life. Liu.
To the north, to the east, to the people...
I think I've...
Certainly you have. To provide a haven for her people, whose lives had been ravaged by the Archon at that time, with the chaotic fires of war engulfing the land. Even one, and that haven she eventually found is right.
How sad, then. In the end...
Okay, enough with these ancient...
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east. With this clue, you
Quietly now.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingse in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, am the Prinzessin der Verirrt... I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, am the Prinzessin der Verirrten.
Look! The seal really was broken! Mr. Zhongli is indeed quite remarkable.
It was nothing, really. Now, it's time that people learn the hidden truth lost to time. Before entering the ruin, I have a proposal.
Okay. What is it?
I propose you two agree upon a contract, stipulating that we all, to show my sincerity, I won't be taking any treasure. This will...
Hey! Don't pass an opportunity.
I don't agree. I mean, you want me to split the treasure with...
I don't agree either.
Well then, if the contract is not you will have to rely on your own experience to find whatever...
You have the audacity to...
If you want me to agree upon this contract, so be... If we discover the truth behind the God of Salt...
I can accept this arrangement. Well then.
Busted. Take it easy.
Let's go.
Are these... statues?
No. These are people. They were probably followers of the god of salt.
How did they become this way?
What in the world is hidden deep in this room?
Stabilize! Solidify! Solidify!
Look at this!
It just looks like a fancy salt holder.
According to my knowledge, it's no ordinary vessel. Although it is only...
What? You're saying that even if I pour the salt out?
Exactly.
Able to produce endless salt.
Finally, after all that effort, I've found I just need to pour the endless salt into 1,000 or 10,000.
Hey! How can you use a...
If Mr. Clement wants this salt chalice, then the next object we find will...
Of course, as we agreed.
Since we have a contract...
Then let's move on, shall we?
By royal decree.
Here comes the cash. Take it easy.
Stabilize! Solidify! Rise!
Just a simple ruler.
This, if I remember correctly...
Indeed. But the god of salt when you stick this ruler in the ground, the deeper it is stuck in the ground, the more...
That's even better than...
Well then, according to our
No, unacceptable. I paid for an organize, and this girl has been useless.
Oh boy. Here we go again.
So you are saying you want to break...
So what if I break it? Now that I've seen how the mechanisms in this ruin work, I no longer need you. Let's not forget who hired who here. Why
Because you agreed to a... Rex Lapis once said, Ones who break
That is one of your Liyue gods. I am...
will suffer the wrath of the rock.
Pay your dues.
Gather! Order guide you.
Gotcha.
Now escape.
Verdict is...
Busted. Game's up. Fun's over.
Can't run from death.
I shall confiscate your treasure as well. You are not worthy to...
Oh, darn you!
Some archaeological survey. Yeah, good thing
Clement's wrongdoing stemmed from greed, yes. But besides greed, when people see the object of their dreams, I think we should be honest with...
Huh?
That in truth, not a single member of this archaeological
Why do you say that?
Miss, you lack even the most basic archaeological knowledge, and can recognize you aren't interested in archaeology or I believe those legends about the god of salt that...
Okay, that's enough. Sir, you are indeed a man of great knowledge. You're right. I'm not a scholar of archaeology. I come from one of the 8 trades, and our ancestors were those protected by the god of salt all those years ago.
Oh, right! Now that you mention it, the people of Liyue very seldom use the name Morax.
During the war, Morax assassinated our god out of envy for her power. We hate him! But this is Morax's Liyue after all, so I seek proof of Morax's guilt. He has blood on his hands. We agreed to a contract that we will face the truth head on, didn't we, Mr. Zhongli?
Naturally, of course. But I must add, come with me.
Crumble! Rise! Crumble! Quake! Gather!
Steady as stone.
I will have order!
Quietly now.
I must leave no...
Stabilize! This is order!
Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey.
This is... Aha! It's a broken sword! This is proof! This proves that the power of this sword surely is much greater. If we can repair the sword, then we can show the...
2 pieces of a broken sword. From an archaeological perspective, these are 2 separate...
Why? We were alternating click...
Yes, but the only 1 object per claim clause still holds...
This logic...
Zhongli, She seems...
When there's a contract, nothing can be allowed to slide.
No! If I only take one no matter what, I must be faithful, even if it breaks the contract.
So you are already decided?
Zhongli!
That is to say, you can...
That's okay. The god of salt punish me however you want.
No, you can't hit him!
Perhaps that punishment would be easier for her. As punishment.
Huh? The truth.
Yes. The truth that I'm afraid to say that the god of salt rather she was a small and weak god who...
What?
During the Archon War, the gods of this world used all their... But Havria instead chose to flee. She thought that by giving up before a fight could... However, during such a long war, there is no... After making countless concessions, Havria lost all of her lands.
No.
In her last days, she had not even a single blade.
Not even a single blade?
This sword is not a relic belonging to the god of salt.
Murder weapon? No! That's not true! That can't...
As I said before...
Preposterous! You are a follower of...
Hey! Come back!
It is a punishment after all. I did not want to tell her such cruel facts. Let's follow her deeper into the ruin.
Are these statue thingies running? What will we find ahead?
Salt. And betrayal.
Take it easy.
What are all these? What did they see? What?
Since you do not trust me, let us continue onward. That which lies beyond this door. This is the scene of the crime. Havria's body dissipated, leaving nothing. The story continues that some among her people realized at last that the Archon War was cruel in the extreme. Instead of consigning her to the agony of defeat.
But what about...
No matter how weak the god, the power that flows forth when they are slain is beyond. Those who could not flee were thus transformed. Those of her people who were untouched by this disaster left for their descendants, feared Havria's remnants, and lived in terror that she had laid upon them an eternal. So they risked their lives to come here, to break the sword, but they need not have done so. For how could a god who had never...
This must be a lie! Don't you dare try to...
Yikes! Zhongli...
This is the price she must pay. Yet judging by how she appeared, I fear that she will struggle for a time. Indeed. In ages past, faith in a god who has already passed, so it is for Havria. And so it is for... All right then. Now...
Huh? What do you want to...
Treading old ground. One cannot help.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
As a dutiful maid would.
Time for retribution!
Here comes the catch. Busted.
As you wish, Maid Floyd.
Take it easy. Quietly now.
Now, I mentioned before that the Adepti have presently handed Liyue over to mortals, and Havria's time was even further. To leave them here is to let them slumber. And I ended an era with my own two hands. History records, but history may be changed. I need to find a better way of recording. Stone carvings were one such.
Zhongli.
Therefore, I thought of you, traveler. You are one who crosses the celestial atlas, and who passes through countless worlds. If, as long as a traveler like you is able to record what happened, then a backup of sorts will exist for times and tides of Tevat.
Sounds like
Now then, it is time that we...
What?
As I said before, this includes Osial. Over. Thousands of years ago, The Adepti and I fought against the turmoil that plagued every corner of this land. Guyan Stone Forest, where I sealed many gods with my spears. After so long, naught but folk tales remain. Oh, Sile, you and I were foes, but our ancient grudge is but a bygone memory now. May that which Havria has left behind be yours to subsume. And thus another spark of divinity departs from Liyue. My legacy shall now be left to those who come after to debate.
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?